In this video, I practice wet blending with the color black. But first, so we are going to pull out the non-oil, but we're just going to do a recessed shade on the green. We're not going to hit it overall like we did with the blue. I think wicking off the paint before blending it made much smoother blends and a much nicer look on this green, but I would like to push the contrast in the recesses a little bit. So that is what we're going to do. All right, the color for today is black, so I'm just going to use this black. And then a kind of grayish dark gray and a lighter gray, but still kind of on the dark side. And then we're going to bring out our glaze medium, not to make a glaze, but because one of the properties on the back here is that it slows drying time. Before I add the glaze medium to the black, I am going to do just a regular layer of just I guess an undercoat, base coat of everything so that I have some good opaque layers with the wet blending a little bit later. All right, I've added just a drop of glaze medium to each of my three colors. I don't want it too thin, but I do want to slow the drying time. And I am wicking this out on the paper towel, but I just laid down some black. I went and grabbed some of the mid-tone gray before cleaning my brush, and now I'm just painting through the transition, and I'm putting a layer of that on, and I'm kind of going down and working on the black a little bit more. And then after that, I'm going to go get the lighter gray and do the same thing. And I'm going to keep doing this all the way around the miniature. I'm not cleaning my brush. I'm just loading it up again, wicking out a little bit, and then going over what I have already done. So right there is with the light gray. I'm just doing the raised portions and the upper portions. And I'm just going to keep working my way around, switching between the dark, the mid-tone, and the light, depending on where I am on the shroud. If I'm in a recess, or if I'm in a lower portion, or if I'm moving up, or if I'm hitting edges, all that kind of stuff. In like manner to the last three guys that I did this on, I'm going to leave in all of the footage for this just so you can watch me go through the whole process as I'm just switching between the paints and working around the mini and doing the different chunks. The biggest advantage to switching to a bigger brush I found is that I just don't have to go back and reload it as much. The body holds so much more paint, and since the tip is still pretty sharp and I'm just getting better at painting, I'm able to hit like edges and finer details. Even though the body is so big, the tip is still there and my hand is getting more steady. So it is a more pleasant experience. And there we go. I ended up just doing one pass on this guy because I was feeling pretty good about how it came out. So let's go take a look at our green shrouded guy now that he's dried. There we go. Yeah, we should probably just go ahead and pop him off so you can see him a little bit better. And there we go. I am pretty happy with the Nuln oil. I think having the darkened recesses there did work out. And all in all, I think as I am kind of figuring out how wet blending works for me, they keep getting a little bit better. I think I'm going to take a little bit of Nuln Oil and give it a similar recess shade here on this guy. Just hit a few of the areas to push the contrast up a little bit. I'm not sure once this dries how much different it's going to be. Again, it's hard to get blacker than black, but I did get a bunch of that gray in there, and so this will kind of help push it back down. And if if it doesn't work, you won't be able to see it because it's going to be black. It'll take a little while for that wash to dry, but there we go. I have had a lot of fun practicing wet blending, so we're going to come back. We still have 3 more of these guys, so we're going to do some more wet blending. And but next time, we're going to ghost up these chain rasps. That is how I've been hobbying lately. Please let me know how you've been hobbying lately down in the comments below. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you'd like to get daily hobby videos, consider subscribing. If you want a preview of my next painting video, check out my Rumbl. I do the occasional blog post related to the channel over on my Tumblr. And you can also follow me on Instagram.